The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Any contact between you and the president recently at all?
No, no. In fact, I met him here 3 years ago in the basement of the ASU University. We just had a brief meeting. The only thing I asked him was, how come you call Vice President Joe Biden Sheriff Joe? I'm the only Sheriff Joe around here. He looked at me like I was nuts. But then, of course, right after that, I started a birth certificate investigation. And so I'm not his favorite guy, and I just sued him December 22nd with Larry Klayman on the immigration releasing 5 million people and the effect it has on me. So the judge dumped it. We knew that would happen, but now he filed with the appellate court. So let's see what happens on that issue.
Well, let's hope. And the birth certificate issue, I've actually spoken about it before, even as a candidate, in part because, when I ran for office back in 2010 and the multi-million-dollar smear campaign came, I made a comment routinely that people in Alaska knew more about me than they even had a scintilla of with the president. I mean, the fact that he spent the millions that he spent, for example, to protect his college records, the fact that we know that his select service registration card that's been published is a forgery. I mean, there's really no dispute on that, right?
Yeah, we're not pushing that. We're just did our job looking to see if that was a fake and forged document like you do with everybody else. The Tea Party came to visit me. 200 asked me to look into it, so I had to make a big decision. My constituents that asked me to do things, I like to do it. So I looked at it with my volunteer posse, with how we know taxpayers' money, and had a couple of press conferences. And, of course, they went after my chief investigator and me, the media, and everybody else. But we're still working on it. I want to make sure. But, when you have law enforcement, Joe, you always like to know who did it. You can show a crime has been committed, but you like to know who did it. So we had some angles on that, but nothing really materialized. But we're still working on enhancing the proof of that birth certificate.
Well, I appreciate all your efforts in that regard. Scott Walker, I don't know whether you heard about this recently or not, but he's taking some heat now. He hasn't put his hat in the ring for president yet, but he's kind of exploring it. And one of the criticisms that already the left is targeting him with is, well, what happened to you during your last year of school? He apparently didn't graduate from college and left his last semester. And you talk about a double standard. I mean, here you've got a media attacking Scott Walker because they don't know why he left school the last year, and yet they don't lift a finger on President Obama.
Well, I understand that. It's very difficult to find out the background. I don't think he would qualify to be hired in our office when you get right down to it. But, Joe, nobody wants to touch it. It's amazing. I've been in the federal law enforcement field for, 30 years. Now, sheriff for 22. I've never seen everybody avoid a potential crime. So a little strange what's going on in our country.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.